This is an excellent way to get your hands on some lard.
You have a weird nose, though.
I'm just chilling, relaxing. If you bring Trish a pug, she will give you jars of lard. Hey, it's Kathleen from Mama Grow, and I'm here with Trish from Willow Creek Homestead. We are having an awesome party time doing things that all good people should do, right? We are going to render her lard from her pigs that she raised this summer. So this is a big bag of 50 pounds of lard. Yeah, the kids were like, what is that? What is it?
It's been in the freezer for a while, and it needs to get done. And the kids have been wondering what's in the freezer, right? That's what's in it. It was not a dead body. Lard. Well, it's fat. It's not lard yet. So it's been frozen, and we are going to get it rendered down so we can use it. Lard is amazing. It's full of vitamins, contrary to popular belief. It's amazing for frying. It's amazing for baking. And if you do it yourself, it's not full of the hydrogenated oils. Right. So we're going to do that today. What do you think?
I'm excited. We're going to do it in the crock pot. It's frozen, so we're thinking of grinding it up. And then it will melt easier.
Yes, you'll get more out of it. And it's easier to work with it if it's slightly frozen. So it is frozen, but it's thawing out quickly. And then we're able to, kind of just pull it out and use it as we do it. So we'll see how this goes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm excited. I feel like such a pioneer woman. Rendering lard.
Playing with fat. So we're using a KitchenAid meat grinder, and it does a really good job for small jobs, but if you're looking for like a really great meat grinder, don't go with this. But it's really good. Like, we ground up our turkeys that we processed, and it does amazing for small jobs. So we are going to attempt to do the lard in this and see how it goes.
So we're working here with this KitchenAid, and it is doing a marvelous job. It is really doing quick work of this lard. I kind of feel bad for our ancestors who had to, chop this all up by hand. And it was like, hot and greasy, and like their hands were slipping, their knives were slipping. That's what I'm thinking about, how we've got it easy. That looks cool.
Yes. And the having it frozen seems to be a little bit easier to work with because it's not as slimy. And it's pushing out really well through this. You have to be careful to watch for the heat on the KitchenAid so it doesn't get too hot. But so far so good.
I said food coloring.
Whoa! 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 I can smell this poor motor working so hard. I can smell it. Feels warm, borderline hot now too. That's hot?
That's hot.
So we're going to give it a break and see if we can get some of this rendered down.
Yeah. So you can render it in a crock pot,
Sure. Be all cranky and
or you can render it on the stove top. Looks like worms.
It does.
So the purpose of grinding it is we're breaking up a lot of the muscle that's still in there, the tendons, the cartilage, things like that, so that you get a better flavor. What else, Trish?
When you cook it in the form that it is in here, if you cook it on too high of a heat, it will burn and not melt. And a lot of people actually will fry that up and eat it when they're done. after the lard has come out of it. And so by putting it in this form, it's going to melt easier, quicker, slower, if that makes sense. Quicker and slower usually doesn't make sense. But then it has it's less likely to burn. And so it'll give us a lighter flavor that you're looking for.
Nice. The science mind in me says it's breaking it up into more surface area for heat to work its way through.
Yeah.
It all looks like fat to me, but Trish is telling me that within these ribbons there is connective tissue and whatever else that is not fat and will have to come out.
So you want to dice it into smaller, manageable pieces, and then it will melt. And so we're going to see which one might work better for us. I've never done it in the crock pot. I did it on the stove top and it worked great. We're going to see how it does in the crock pot.
This is such a weird piece. It looks like an artery. It's hollow all the way through and it feels much different. So, Spiky!
It's disgusting. It's pig guts.
Here. Imagine being a pioneer woman and you do this in the summer, right?
Yeah.
And or would they do it in the winter? That'd be a good thing to learn about.
Yeah, that would be. Because if they, well, I guess it would be whenever they slaughtered the meat, but you would think they would do in the fall when it wasn't hot.
And they would have enough food for the winter.
Yeah,
Yes.
because then they could preserve it through the winter.
Yes.
Because they would eat, I bet they eat their meat more sparingly in the summertime because they have gardens.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
But they probably salted a ton of it, don't you think?
Yes.
Like each leg is being salted.
Yum. Salt.
But, okay, so here we are, pioneer women. And
right.
we've got our little babies crawling around our feet, right next to a big black kettle pot that's boiling. Or would our teenagers tend the fire?
Well, I'm kind of a pyro, so it's probably be me in the fire.
No, she really likes it.
I really do like fire. Oh, that's cold. But
This would be their oil, because they didn't have olive oil.
right. And actually, you should not cook with olive oil at all.
What's that?
It breaks it down, the nutrition. It is not a high heat oil. So if you're going to be cooking with oil, it should be coconut oil or it should be avocado oil because you should not eat cooked olive oil. It ruins it. So you should cook, so if you're eating it raw on salads, it's very good for you. But no, you ruin it. You waste it if you cook with it.
As our lotions and our oils and our potions.
And our potion.
Our salves. Is it salve? Salve. Salve. Salve.
Alright guys, you can have it.
All right, should we grind some
Yeah,
more?
let's get grinded.
We got you.
She gets it. So we're gonna give it a stir and scoop away all the stuff from the sides. And gosh, it's turning into, look at that.
And it was really full.
It was.
Like I had to push it down.
Ooh, we've got
oh, look at that.
Good level of
Pretty. Oh, that's awesome. So yeah, I think we should totally top it off. What do you think?
yeah, we're gonna add more to this crock pot.
Oh.
I don't see how we could do it all today. I mean,
We have tomorrow.
yeah, we have tomorrow. We're just gonna work your machine until it overheats,
Right.
and then let it rest. So should I shove this down?
That's really
Yes.
hot.
Well, we could always just do the chunks like we're doing.
So I just wanted to show a couple of these different pieces. Like, where off of the animal would this thing come from? And then a lot of the pieces we've been doing are just like these ribbons, you know, where I could, you know, guess it came from the extremities.
Right. So like even these big long pieces.
Yeah.
I mean, you know.
That's really cool. Yeah. There we go.
I feel like I'm excavating some like find from a what's the word? Archaeologist find. Okay. So there's this interesting little something in here. And normally touching raw meat freaks me right out because I'm weird, but this is fascinating to me. Does that show that I'm becoming a true homesteader? Yeah. I wonder. Let's see. What is this?
It's a bone.
Ew.
Oh,
That's gross.
That's nasty.
I don't know what that is. I don't want to know what that is.
it's dog food.
Yeah.
He's right here.
Oh, that's nasty.
It looks like some sort of organ.
Looks like some sort of. He's seeing his head pop up.
We're trying to chunk up pieces right now. And also to help Trish, we are chunking up big bags, Ziploc bags. So,
No way we're getting through all this
no kidding.
today.
No kidding.
Wow.
Maybe tomorrow. The slight chance.
I don't know.
Put it in small bags, then she can pull the bag out and render it, you
A little
know.
at a time.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're really red. Is that hair?
It's some kind of ligaments.
Skin.
Can me and Lily watch a movie?
What movie?
Like in My Little Pony?
Oh. You want to watch My Little Pony? You cute girls. Okay, so I have rendered lard before, and I've done it the chunked way on the stovetop. This is by far giving me a higher yield than what I pulled out of the chunks. So I am a fan of taking the extra step and grinding it. So that's definitely worth the time to grind. What I'm thinking is I'm just going to wait for the whole thing to melt. A lot of the times you spoon off when it's finished, but it's going to be easier. I'm just going to wait till all of this renders down, and we're just going to sift it through some cheesecloth. Sure. This is the warm lard going in, the warm fat.
How do you like that, Kyle?
It's weird and gross. That's why I don't touch it.
Thank you, Scott, for helping to cut up the lard.
Okay, so if you can tell here, you can see the fibers sticking, and it didn't do that when it was somewhat frozen. So that is good to know that it will grind. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to do it anymore. Oh my gosh. I just don't. I'm so done. And we're not done. And it's stupid. And it's dinner time. And all we have is pig fat. Can that be dinner?
I'm sure in some parts of the world it is. We want to get as much off this fat as possible. Okay, so this is all rendered, and now we're going to strain it through some cheesecloth. Wow.
That's amazing. Oh my gosh.
It's not dark.
No, it's a beautiful color. So what we can do
Hey, so we're finishing up day 2 here at Willow Creek Homestead, and it was a blast.
It was epic.
We didn't have enough time to do everything.
Never. There's never enough time. 2 days is not enough to hang out with a like-minded friend that YouTube has brought together. I mean, this is really neat.
Yes, yes, we wanted to make yogurt. We wanted to spin wool.
Yes, we did. We had epic expectations.
We wanted to go swimming a second day. All the
Yes.
kids would have loved that.
Yes, they would have.
So, but still, I'm super happy with the way it turned out, and we will be back.
I hope so. I hope so. And I keep trying to look at her and the sun.
The sun.
The sun. So
Yeah.
it was really great. She brought me avocados.
And I get lard in return. So
And she brought me a pug.
the pug. That's really all I have to do is just bring her a pug.
Right.
And she'll send me home with one of her children.
Right. I might, you know. But see, the good thing about the pug is I get to send him home. So I get to enjoy him, and then he can go poop on her floor.
That's right. So I'm so happy about the lard thing. Telling everyone, they're like, lard? Yes, lard?
Yes.
Are you kidding me? Use the whole animal.
Yes.
Don't waste any of it, and then feed that gristly stuff to the chickens, and they're going to feed her eggs.
That's right.
Yeah.
So it's like recycling.
Yeah.
See, and then I can in turn feed the eggshells back to the chickens, which will give them calcium, which will give me better eggs.
That's right.
So, yeah. Render your own lard. It's a lot more work than I thought it would be,
Oh, yeah, it was.
but worth it. So worth it.
Yes. So I'm looking forward to cooking up with some of that lard, maybe some
French
French
fries.
fries with some homegrown potatoes.
But it's great in pies. It's if you don't overcook the fat, then you have a beautiful clear liquid. There was one batch we overcooked just slightly, and it has a little bit darker color. But that would be great for frying in.
Yeah, it smells a little bit more porky.
Yes.
Yeah,
And so you wouldn't want a porky pie. That sounds weird. But, you know, porky pie crust, but you would, I mean, in a fry, that would still be good.
that would be good.
So.
So thanks for watching and enjoying our lard making, our kid playing, our fun adventure.
Our crazy adventure, like we call it on my channel at Willow Creek Homestead.
right.
Crazy adventure that we like to call homesteading.
That's right.
Make sure to give her a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe, comment. We like to comment.
Yeah, comments are good. Tell us, have you cooked with lard?
Yeah.
Would you save your bacon grease to cook with it?
I do. Do you? Do you?
Do you?
And hopefully we will see you tomorrow.
Yes. We have left our mark on the Willow Creek Homestead.